Get some good friends that will fight for you, because it'll come in handy in the future.
How's it guys, it's me Akoso and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. If you are not, then hey friend. So if you've clicked on this video, then you know what I'll be talking about today. Disclaimer time. So during my time in Berlin, Germany, between 2010 to 2013, I experienced racism 3 times. So basically I experienced some sort of racial discrimination. For instance, I was in a situation where someone saw me and they said something racially towards me. So I'll be telling you 3 separate racial experience story times, whereby I'll just basically be recalling what actually happened to me. This story time is story time number 2. If you haven't seen story time number 1, I'll put the link up here, as well as you can click on the link at the end of the story. So into my stay in Berlin, I actually made a lot of friends, and a lot of these friends were from different countries. To name a few, such as Switzerland, Denmark, Indonesia, Italy, and of course Germany, and so on. So we were all in Berlin for different reasons, and somehow we linked up and we got along really well. And it was always fun going out with everyone to different events. So this particular evening, my friend from Denmark actually told us that Brodinski, I think it was playing at Gretchen. For those who don't know what Gretchen is a club in Kreuzberg in Berlin who I think has its own resident DJ and like events. So this particular evening, I'm not sure if Gretchen organized Brodinski to come and perform there, but anyway, we went specifically to go see him. So a group of us, maybe about 7 or so, said that we would meet up at Gretchen at the door and then go in together. Half of us came actually a little bit earlier, and I know I was in the group that came a little bit earlier. So when we arrived there was such a crazy long line. We decided that us who had come a bit earlier, we would wait in line and keep places for the other half that was still coming. Finally, our other friends came, and before they stood in line, I think me or another friend asked the people behind us, oh, would it be okay if they come and stand here with us? They said no, it was okay, because line was just not moving. So it didn't really make a difference either way. So this is actually when the situation occurred. So this young German guy, maybe he looked about 20 to 21, then turned around, because he was standing in front of us. He turned around and then he started making a fuss, an unnecessary fuss. He was saying things along the line like, no, you can't push in, blah, blah, blah. And in my head, I was just like, what's the big deal? We are not pushing in front of you. You are in front of us. And the people behind us said that it was okay. I mean, well, mind us, we only asked like the people directly behind us, because yeah, we can't go ask the whole line behind us, but the people behind us said it was okay. So I was just like, what are you going on about? Like, they're not pushing in. We asked permission if it was okay if they came and stood with us. So I don't know what your problem is, basically. I think he was very drunk at that stage in the night. So being a bit of an annoying drunk person. And so I said to him, no, they're not pushing in, they're with us, and the people behind us said that it was okay. And when I had said that, in that moment, his eyes locked on me. It was like no one was around. I was the only person there. His eyes locked on me and it said, target acquired. He paused and then he said, he paused and then he said, and guys, that is all he said. So he didn't follow the word with any other word. It was full stop. I personally would never use that word on anyone because I think that it's an offensive and very negative word. And of course, saying that, I don't appreciate someone using that word on me. We were all of my friends were like, his friends were like, After the moments of shock had passed, all my friends ganged up on him and started shouting at him and saying all these things to him. They were all saying it in German, of course. So yeah, he could understand what they were saying. So they were like, "What's wrong with you? Are you racist? Why would you say that?" And he was just like quiet. He was like, When my friends were attacking him, I saw his friends backed up. They were like, "No, we are not associated with this fool." They turned their back on him. They were like, "No, we don't know him." So yeah, they turned their back on him. In my last video, when I experienced some sort of discrimination, I was a bit taken aback and I couldn't say anything. But in this instance, I was saying things. I said it all in English because I don't care. I will fight in the language that I know best. So yes, I was saying all these things in English. I don't think he literally registered what he said. Then I think he somehow, in his drunk state, he registered the situation had escalated, and it was all due to what he had said. I think he realized that he had messed up big time and no one had his back. Yes, no one had his back. All my friends had my back, but no one had his back. So then he started saying, no, I didn't mean it. In his drunk state, "I'm sorry." Wow, that was like an Afrikaans accent. Sorry about that. I don't know. Anyway, he was like, "Sorry, I didn't mean it." Laughing, sorry. And then I was so angry. I remember being so angry, and I was just like, "No, I don't forgive you. I don't accept your sorry, because why are you so racist? Why are you using such words and in a situation where it doesn't even, I don't even know, in a situation like this, it doesn't make sense." And then he was like, no, sorry. And I was like, "No, can take your sorry and stick it up your," yeah. When I said he was racist, he was like, "No, I'm not racist." And anyway, to end the story, he basically turned around and he didn't say anything else to us. Yeah, we were all still very annoyed. I think I was just so peeved, especially because it actually happened to me. Eventually the line started moving and we all entered the club with no problems. But yeah, I think I was still very, very irritated for at least an hour into being in the club. I wasn't having a good time, but then eventually I kind of calmed down and I was just like, ugh. And even at one point I saw him walking past in the club and I gave him such daggers, but of course he didn't even realize who I was, or I think he was just like, you know. Anyway, that's my story, and I will say that I did eventually forgive him, even though I'm not sure if he actually meant what he said with the whole apology. Yeah, because he was really drunk, so I'm not even sure if he'll even remember this. I will say that personally, I think that being drunk is not an excuse for someone's behavior. And somehow, when someone is really drunk, it either enhances or it brings out someone's real character. In a way. That's just my personal opinion anyway. Take it as you will, but in my personal opinion, I think that alcohol somehow brings out, in a certain extent, someone's true character. With these kind of story times, I always like to end with some sort of quote or message. So this is a quote by Nelson Mandela. "No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite." Thanks for watching, guys. This was storytime number 2. I have one more racial experience storytime to tell you. I hope you enjoyed the storytime. I would love to hear from you in the comment section below if you feel like you want to share some love. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on Instagram at akoswa.by. I will catch you on my next video.
Tjusikovski, bezdanny Bye!